Hey guys, how's it going? Today let's take a look at the Gole1. This one is a UMPC. Yes, it's a 2016 UMPC, much like the GPD Win that I also looked at before. And I'm excited about this because this is another UMPC that I wanted to have a look at that was released this year. And as some of you guys may know, I really am a collector of UMPCs. I want to get to know each one of the different ones that's available to me. And so I saw this one on Indiegogo. I was like, wow, I'm going to take a look at this and see what this one's all about. Designed by Gole. I'm not sure what this means actually. I mean, it's a Chinese company, so it's not like they're going to be like Versace or Gucci or Prada or something. So I'm not sure why they have to. Who really cares, right? It's not like a famous designer brand or something. All right. So this is what the actual PC looks like. So what it looks like right here. It's in this nice gold kind of color, which is cool. So yeah, gold. Actually, it weighs less than a pound, I believe. It definitely feels like less than a pound. So it's very, very light, and it's kind of like it looks almost like a mini, you know, one of those mini setup boxes, one of those mini PCs. It looks exactly like one of those Zotacs or Intel, what is it, NUC kind of PCs, like, you know, really small, you know, guys, you know what I'm talking about, guys, like the really small PCs that you can find these days, small form factor PCs, except this one has a screen built in, which is what makes it a UMPC, is that it has a full screen built in, which is pretty interesting. It's a 5-inch screen, I believe, 720p. Has a Cherry Trail processor, so the specs are very, very similar to the GPD Win, very similar, and has an this is an antenna. Looks like an antenna, doesn't it? Certainly looks like an antenna. Okay, I guess that's what it's for. Nope, can't move it up though. You can only move it to the side. All right. What else can I say about this? It has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of memory. Also similar to the GPD Win. Okay, let's look at the ports here and stuff. We got the volume buttons right here on the front, plus and minus. We got a Windows button here to return us to the Windows and the start menu, I guess. The power button's right here. I do have to charge it up though. The USB, mini USB port here. Full-size USB here, that's the USB 2, I believe, because this one is colored blue, which means that's USB 3 or 3.1. A T-card slot. Now, I'm not sure what a T-card is. It looks like a micro SD card slot, though. I could be wrong, it probably is a micro SD card slot. I'm not sure what a T-card is, why it would be relevant. Nothing in the back but fans. On the top here, we have headphone jack, HDMI, which only says HD. Well, I guess this is a... Yeah, it is a Chinese company, so maybe they mislabeled some of these. HD, I guess, which means HDMI. Another 2 USB 2 port, looks like. Res, I'm not sure what this means. It seems like a microphone to me. It looks like a microphone to me. Or it could be a reset. Maybe that means reset. Yeah, reset the computer. That could also work. Although I can't really trust any of these names because it doesn't seem like it's proper, but okay, I think that's reset. WAN, which is the technical name, I guess, for Ethernet, RJ45 connector. Yep, full-size Ethernet here, DC jack. So I'm gonna have to power this up and see how it works out. And yes, the speakers, stereo speakers in front. What else is in the box here? Let's see. We have user manual. Okay, so this will tell us what those ports exactly are. Okay, so micro SD, I was right. So yeah, guys, T card, this one is micro SD. I can confirm that right now. And yeah, I think everything else is correct right now. They don't talk about the reset slot at all, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay. This one. Okay, it's a charger, but it's for Europe and Korea. So I think I will have to convert this to using US. I have a few power converters from Korea, so I'll probably convert this to using US connectors. And last cable is just a simple HDMI cable. I'm kind of confused, actually. Wait a minute. This is okay. This is a DC adapter jack. Okay, I thought this would be a micro SD. I mean, like a micro USB cable for some reason. I didn't realize. I was kind of shocked to see this in HDMI cable because why do I need an HDMI cable bundled with this? Is it necessary? I mean, this does have a screen, right? I'm a little bit perplexed at that. Okay, it's nice that they included it. I just didn't expect it to be included because I didn't think it was necessary. It has a screen in it, so it's not like you need to hook it up to a display unless I could be wrong. All right. Anyways, Gole1. I'm gonna power up, show you guys what it's like. All right, guys. Now this is something I don't usually talk about, but because Gole is a Chinese company based in Shenzhen, they made some pretty interesting spelling or grammar mistakes here that I want to share with you guys because they are pretty funny, and in true Ashen style, I will go through this manual and talk about them. So look at this one. This says, this is this little screen protector here. It says Gole, make difference. And that's their slogan here. You gotta make difference. That's right, I will make difference. So that's first one. And then if you go through the manual here, this is it's pretty interesting. It says precautions. Okay, let me go through this. For the correct use and good performance of the player, the user must fully understand the manual, as well as strictly follow the instructions provided. Number 1, avoid leaving your device in high temperature, high humidity, or dusty air environment. Number 2, never knock the main machine violently, but softly is okay, just not violently. Never contact with chemicals such as benzene thinner, okay. I'm okay with that. Do not close to strong magnetic field, electric field. Do not spatter water on the device. Not sure what spatter is, but okay. Don't clean the device by wet dishcloth. I guess wet other kinds of cloths are okay, just not dishcloths. Ventilation holes cannot be fixed or jammed. Keep away from direct sunlight or heating appliances. Avoid lithium battery explode. Interesting. Never privately disassemble, repair, or modify the player, but publicly is okay, just not privately. If the power plug cannot match your power outlet, please ask for a professional electric clerk to change. Now, who is an electric clerk? I'm not really sure about that. Kindly power off the device in thunderstorm weather, or do not use for a long time. Thunderstorm weather. I think this means surge. Using the player and the earpiece during bicycling, car, and motorcycle driving is likely to cause danger. Yes, please do not use this when you are driving. Never use high volume, which may damage hearing ability. Divide scraped, is that right? Scraped packing batteries or electronic products and dispose them properly. Yes, packing. I think they mean packaging. That's pretty interesting right there. Okay, let's see. This is also interesting. How to enter into operate system. After boot the device will display below menu. You can choose any one OS, Android or Windows. So this is one of the unique things about the Gole is that they can dual boot into Android or full Windows 10. That's really cool. You can choose any one OS. On the desktop of Windows 10, click the icon Win2 and some icon here to switch to Android OS. Interesting. How to set language under Windows 10 OS? Default language from our Gole1. If you want to change to other language, add language to download the language which you need. Okay. How to recover system. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Okay. This one says the 5-inch panel we designed is just auxiliary display, so they don't recommend it as the main panel, huh? Better performance and request connection with TV or bigger monitor and pairing keyboard and mouse. Yep. So that's that's it. Please help us to consider the environment we live in. They're separate collection systems. All right. Made in China, boys. Made in China. What can I say? Gole. Enjoy work, enjoy life. Yes, we will enjoy both work and life. Okay, so here are my first impressions of this device. It is running Windows 10, but it's a little bit different version of Windows 10, I guess. It's kind of like I can't access the desktop. It just goes to this Windows 8 kind of view where you have all your Windows apps and you have your start menu on the side here, but I don't see a way to access my desktop from here. So I'm not really sure how I can access the desktop. There's no desktop. There's usually a desktop tile here I can click, but there's no desktop tile. I can't find it in the start menu. So I'm not sure what they're talking about when they say go into the desktop and switch into Android, because I certainly can't find it. You just have this Windows 8 application kind of view here, which is interesting. But you can start Windows apps, I guess. I guess Windows apps or x86 apps should all work here. Just for some reason I can't access the desktop. I'm not sure why. It's just not available to me. You do have Windows Store. You have everything else. You have every other Windows app though. So yeah. This has a Cherry Trail processor, so don't expect to play many games on it. I think the gaming performance should be similar to Gole1 because it has a similar processor, but it's not going to be as good to play Windows games with because there is no control buttons for controlling those games like in the Gole1. As you can see, this does not come with a keyboard like the Gole1 does. So for comparison, I have my Gole1 here, same specs, similar specs, similar ports as well, but difference is this one comes with a full QWERTY keyboard and controls here for games, whereas the Gole does not come with those things at all. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, not sure what's going on. I don't think I can. Yeah, so yeah, I can't access the full Windows 10, I guess. For some reason, I can't access the desktop. But yeah, I wouldn't game with this one because this one does not have any keyboard or the physical controls that the Gole1 does. However, you can use it to use it kind of like as a tablet, I guess, to consume some content. Or you could hook up a keyboard and mouse technically because it does have USB ports. So technically it is kind of like a mini kind of PC. So you can use it kind of like that, or you can just use it as a tablet and consume content. Like watching YouTube videos on this should be just fine. Alright, so let's watch YouTube video. This is SNL. Okay, so it is a little bit slow, but that's to be expected because this is the Atom processor. But as you can tell, YouTube plays full speed here. I believe this is this should be like the HD version of YouTube. Yeah, it is HD. Yeah, it's just the CPU is slow, but YouTube videos run fine.
He's a fossil fuel advocate that doesn't believe in climate change. Well, yes, actually, Scott Pruitt is excited for the job and is ready to protect us all from the environment.
Okay, so it buffers for a little bit because the CPU has to catch up, but once it starts playing the video, it seems to be fine. Alright, so yeah, for consuming content, playing YouTube videos and stuff, I think this computer should be fine. Just don't expect to play heavy-duty games with it. It's not as easy as with the Gole1. For comparison purposes, you can also compare the size. The thickness is about the same. I think it's about the same, but with the lid closed, it's about the same as this thickness. The size-wise, the Gole1 is actually a little bit longer than the Gole1. And the Gole1, of course, has this main touchscreen right here that's like front and center. So the Gole1 is a clamshell, kind of like a laptop. So that's the design differences between the two. I think I would prefer the Gole1 in most cases. It has a full QWERTY keyboard and everything. This one, you have to use the touchscreen and then input it, using the keyboard on screen here, which is pretty difficult. I think you would probably need a stylus because the keyboard is this is a 5-inch display and the keyboard is pretty small, so I think it's not going to be as accurate using your fingers. So I would advise using a stylus for this, but in any case, it's not as good as using physical buttons here. I think I'd rather have the QWERTY keyboard, the physical keyboard here. But yeah, that's the Gole1 UMPC, also from 2016, which I'm happy about. I'm really glad manufacturers started making UMPCs in 2016. It's just too bad that they're Chinese manufacturers and not like Japanese manufacturers who are the ones who originally started the UMPC kind of movement, I guess. So yeah, that's it. This is GPD-Win. That's a Gole1, similar processor and specs, just different design, different design, slightly different form factor. This one's mostly for consuming content on the go. I guess you can use this as kind of like a mini tablet thing that can also do other stuff that Windows things can do. And this one is more of a mini laptop that you can use to also play games sometimes. I guess it doesn't. I've already shown this running some Unreal Engine 3 games, but mostly I think you'd want to run some legacy games on this on the go, which is pretty good. And pick up this one, I guess, if you're interested in consuming content on the go and also want to run some Windows applications as well. So that's it, guys. That's the Gole1. And as always, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. And subscribe if you like these kind of videos. That's it. And I forgot to mention that both of these are around $400 as well. So you can probably find this GPD-Win and the Gole1 around $400, which is about the price of a high-end Android tablet, I guess. So yeah, if you guys want, go for an Android tablet or go for one of these guys. It's really up to you. I prefer to have these cool things because no one else really has them. But yeah, they're both about $400 on eBay, or you can look on Indiegogo for both of these. And that's it.